mics. You need your rock band mic so we can all talk.
Hello.
Hello, Casey.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it today. How'd you feel today went?
It went okay.
Let's talk about some what do you think were your tough matchups today?
Probably Mars, but that's the usual.
I heard you SD
Yeah.
with that Sonic bug.
I tried to make sure that it didn't happen by landing first before I actually did it, the move.
See, Mars thinks he can just interrupt an interview over here. Yeah.
So.
He don't care. Look at this. He don't. Yeah. Nothing's happening. So, let's talk about the future of Sonic. I heard some things like you don't like Sonic's Fair.
I don't.
I felt like I was watching.
It's
like
it's very inconsistent.
Delta explained the way the hitbox works to me, and I was like, oh, because I saw you fair Captain Awesome.
And like he would just fall out.
And yeah, it was like one balloon popped, and then he just kind of stood in front of you. He didn't get stage spiked or anything.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I wish it was like Falco's. And I'm pretty sure.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
He's like, trade it. Not exactly trade it, but have the same style of
But
hitbox.
I just want the hitbox to be one hitbox, not four, like a box around his head. That's all it really is.
Have you been emailing Sakurai?
No. If I did,
You need to hurry up because there's only going to be probably like 1 or 2 more patches.
if I did, they would have fixed that bug, and I probably wouldn't have SD'd. But like,
did Delta just say he wants Goku?
oh
Is that what I just heard?
no, he wants Alex Kidd.
Who is that?
I know who it is. He's
What
the
game is
character. He's from a Sega game before Sonic came out. He was the old Sega mascot, and then they got rid of him. So,
That's way too back in history for me.
yeah, but
You doing doubles today?
Most likely, I'm probably doing it with Delta.
Oh, I know that. That's confirmed.
So,
If Burst's not here, I know Delta's your backup.
because somebody, I don't have no clue what happened, went to his doorstep, didn't answer, called him, unless he was at work. I don't know. Dave told me he got out at 2. I don't know what his schedule is.
I think he's just ducking out to play the Street Fighter beta. That's my guess.
That could
Burst,
be
you
the
playing
case.
Street Fighter right now? I bet you are. Let's go, Wave.
Oh, man. But, yeah, as far as my losers final set went, I don't know.
It was tight.
Yeah, probably a lot closer than it should have been. I was doing a lot of things that I wasn't doing in prior games, like Game 1, how like I beat him pretty solidly.
Well, you gotta kind of do that, no? Because you're expecting them to adapt, and you gotta throw out new stuff.
Yeah.
You play the same way.
What happened was he started catching on to how I was reading his Loy rockets when he was off screen. Like before, when I played him in semis, he would put the Lloyd and then he'd fall underneath, so I would fair him. And then afterwards, like after the first couple times I did it to him, and it like cost him some games. He started jumping instead. I started catching it towards the very end of our set, but by that point, it's kind of too late, and I should have probably been doing it games ago. And then there were also some risky up smashes that I went for.
Yeah, so he's usually punishing with dash attack.
Well, see, the dash attack that I did on FD, that was intentional, because with rage, it will kill.
Oh,
so.
no, I just meant like he would
oh,
punish
yeah,
your up
punish
smashes
me,
with.
yeah.
Because it was like you'd always do it kind of just enough that he was too out of range to.
Yeah. I believe I went for it like 3 times. I went for it once when because I was trying to read a jump, because like would you like the short hop fair or back air? So I was gonna try to catch the jump with an up smash, and I missed it the first time. The second time I traded with the tree, which was fortunate, so that I didn't blow up. And then the third time I whiffed, and he punished with dash attack, I believe. After that, there was the back airs that I was getting. I wasn't getting as many back airs as I probably should have been off stage. I was
There
trying
was a couple
to.
times I thought they'd hit because I saw him start to air dodge and then you'd hit it, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, is it gonna linger? And it wouldn't. It just wouldn't
Yeah.
linger enough.
Yeah, I wasn't getting the timing down as much as I probably could have. It's hard because like Villager, if he air dodges, he's most likely gonna nair or down air you, especially if you're coming from underneath. So I was trying to time it where I didn't have to trade, because I didn't feel like getting RNG'd, so by turnips. But I don't know. The games are really close. How it ended though, I was anticipating him to cover like the low amount of frames that ledge has invincibility, so that's why I got up early. So that, and I kind of mistimed. I saw the up tilt, and I saw it like starting
That's
to
the Captain
end.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's the Captain Awesome.
But I was trying to time it so that way I jumped up from the ledge before right after the up tilt ended, but I didn't get the.
But you can forward him as it starts, no? As long as you stay underneath him.
It's hard because the way Sonic's hurtbox when he forward airs is smaller than his hitbox. Well, it's bigger than his hitbox. So like you can hit forward air and forward air won't hit you.
Okay.
As opposed to the way it was in Brawl where it was the opposite. So unfortunately.
I'm gonna remember that.
I mean, well, I shouldn't say it's like that like 100% because there are like slight disjoints just around his head, but he has like a blind spot dead in the center. He has a blind spot in the center and behind him. So.
Okay, so you know your character so much.
Yeah. Just like how I know all the blind spots for back air that I don't tell people.
Well, don't. You gotta keep certain things to yourself.
If you watched my matches, you probably would see where some blind spots. when I played Zorn, there was a blind spot where he up tilted and I back aired and we both did not hit each other.
Just like it.
Yeah. We were at like point blank almost and we didn't connect at all. It was just kind of like okay. There was no trade because like aerials can't really clank with ground moves. So I mean, I'm indifferent to how I got today. I probably could have got second if I really sat down. I was more upset when Tom Nook threw me off from.
I know you don't talk about it.
Like, I didn't. If I had consciously noticed the timer, I probably would have went for it. But all of a sudden I hear
Did you not notice it?
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to the time. All of a sudden I hear, oh, the timer's kicking down. I was like, oh shoot.
Funny thing was, I was sitting back watching with Delta and Mars goes.
Yeah.
And we were like, we started watching at about 2 minutes when you guys were high percent, both with 2 stocks. And then it was at like 45? No, it was like 30.
I was
40?
at like a good 80% or so, and he was at like 116, almost 119. But and then as soon as I heard the time, I was like, So I was trying to get a spin dash back air confirm or a spin dash up air confirm because I got that on him before. And then what happened was he was just blocking it and up hitting me afterwards when I would jump up. And I didn't want to risk going through and just landing to have the cooldown and eat like a dash attack. He was basically just doing chip damage at that point to get the timeout. And I noticed that. I was like, this is not good because...
It does. You have to start playing different as soon as you notice that timer.
Yeah, and that's what threw me off because I had a game plan going, and then I kind of just threw it out the window as soon as that kind of came into the equation. I was like, crap. I hate when that happens, and it's more so a thing with me where I don't really like to have outside influences try to I don't.
Yeah, you don't want to hear enough.
That was the one time I heard commentary, the whole entire set. I didn't hear anything, and then I heard that. I was like,
that's why the way this is, it needs to be adjusted, especially with. I do think Captain Awesome had a point with these 2 setups on the side.
Yeah.
There are a flux of people coming in on the side. I know.
It's more so.
Someone was complaining.
It's
too.
more so because they have it set up where they do signups and they assign brackets all back here. So, and this is where the stream is at. What they should have done was been up there instead of back here.
Okay.
Because what was happening was literally when I was going to play semis, there was a flock of people over here and I couldn't get by, and I was like,
That's how I felt. I had to go upstairs a couple times.
I mean, it's hard because we have limited space to work with, but that's the thing. It makes it all the more important to manage how well you use that space. So.
Absolutely.
But I mean, always food for thought for next time. Same thing with how I played. I could probably just go back and watch it and just pick out a billion things.
Learn from it.
I mean, there's also tomorrow's tournament, so I kind of don't.
Tomorrow?
Nashua.
Oh, Nashua. Oh, good luck. I'm not going there anytime
I'll be
soon.
at that. So I mean, I guess it's okay that I didn't do super good today. I mean, I guess I'm fine with not doing super good, mainly because of the fact that at the same time I kind of don't want to burn myself out for tomorrow because I'm probably gonna have to deal with Mars and Pug and N-Tarps and all them down there anyway. Yeah. So. I mean,
you got some money today, 3rd place.
Oh, I haven't gotten anything yet.
The pot is $350. This man's about to get paid on stream, guys. Watch real close. Watch real close. Watch that name come in. Yeah, okay, let's... This was X's idea.
Why? What was the payout?
No. The payout's whatever Ron is. We don't influence the
Yeah.
payout. Because our payout's different than most people's.
Well, yeah, but that's because you guys get different turnout for your tournament.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys don't
We
get...
like to really reward the first place, you know?
Yeah, a lot of people disagree with it. I mean, I'm indifferent to the fact. I mean, I don't get first all the time. Case in point, recent PCGs. I just said, case in point, recent PCGs where I don't get first. So, but, I mean, I don't know. Each venue runs it differently. They do different things, and that's a good thing this way
You know
here.
what we're going to be doing?
Mm-hmm.
When we start our weeklies in the new year, we're going to try 3 stocks out. I don't know how you feel about that, but we're going to try it.
See, the problem with 3 stocks is just the way the meta goes and how, like, drastically you can just switch your playstyle up on a dime. Characters can just easily go for timeouts. And you would be surprised.
It's going to be it's a test. It's a test.
I mean, I'm down to test it, but...
I feel like we can, we can talk about it, but unless we, just do it.
Yeah, same thing with my idea. I don't know about you. I don't know about other people, but I do kind of miss, like, the fact that we had customs at our disposal, even though it's kind of like a taboo to talk about it. I mean, the way that I was thinking about it is, like, what if, say, we could, like, change, like, one person, like, say you have a default moveset, right?
Yep.
And, like, there's customs, and you just switch out one move for one custom, and that's your default. That's your default forever.
That's really funny because I was saying that. I was talking about this the other day. I think everybody should be allowed to have one.
Like, you don't, like, if you have one custom on your set, and that's your move set, you can't pick your default. You're locked in that. Like, it's essentially saying, okay, like, case in point, like Luigi, if he wanted quick missile for his new side B, then his default move set would be Luigi.
You have to claim that at the beginning of the set.
Well, no, I'm talking about, like, in general. Just if the community sat down.
Oh, and was like, okay, every Luigi must use this.
It's like if you were to take and like you could use that to balance characters out. I mean, the moves are there. I wouldn't say...
I know it takes a lot of debate then, because some people
Yeah.
obviously prefer different customs.
I mean, not every character would actually need to use customs then. Like Zero Suit, I don't think they would say, oh, let's use her customs. Her original toolkit is perfectly strong without him. But I know like a character like Luigi, who his side B isn't all that good, would probably say, okay, yeah, we vote to have like Quick Missile as his new standard side B, or like Mega Man with Danger Rap.
The things
or
that makes me like, which one would be like, I think of Pikachu. It'd be like, would
Well,
the community rather have Skull Bash or rather have the paralyzing T-Jolt?
Well, see, yeah, but that would also come down to debate because, like, you have to take the plus and the minuses. And obviously, there would probably be some bans on some customs that were, like, clearly or obviously over-centralizing. Like, the point that I would try to do, or what the project would probably be based around, is to make those special attacks that are, like, near useless or not so good in the character's toolkit to bring them up. Not to absurd levels where they're, like, super abusable, but to usable levels where they help the character. That's kind of what I felt custom should have been about. But what happened was people started to just abuse their usage, and it became less about the neutral game.
If you play to win,
I understand it. I understand this play to win, but like at the same time, that's kind of why customs were given the door, was because they became over centralizing, like Donkey Kong or like Villager. Even though Villager already uses all of his specials anyway, so. But it became less about doing the neutral game and more about hitting the B button.
Yeah.
And not every character has those type of options to deal with some of it. And then there's also case in point DLC characters. We're gonna have like almost.
But no, they don't come with customs.
Yeah,
right?
That's why I particularly said like you switch out your one special, so your character still only has one move set. Just now, instead of you having like your default side B, neutral B, etc., it would just be you replace that with a custom, and that becomes their default instead. So you still only have one moveset, just now it's not the same like what it used to be. And people who don't have, had moves that they would want, like I know Ganondorf would gladly take Widget's dropkick, because that would help his recovery immensely. So that would be his new regular down B that he'd have access to.
You should try to run something like this.
Yeah, but it takes a lot of work. Because you have to get a lot of people to like be on board with it, and it's hard because like the way the Smash community is, once they set their mind to something, they don't really care about what if we do this or what if we do that.
There's a huge mob mentality in Smash.
Yeah, it's like Let me get everyone to agree
ban,
with me.
Remember this mantra? Ban Meta Knight. And then everybody's like, don't ban Meta Knight. You're just bad.
Well, see, the real reason why Meta Knight didn't get banned is because then we weren't going to get any more international people to show up, like from Japan. So they unbanned him. Because I remember that situation completely where like they were talking about Apex, and I know a lot of Japanese people are going to come to Apex, but they used Meta Knight and they were going to ban Meta Knight, so they said they weren't going to show up anymore. So they lifted the ban. It caused a whole bunch of drama, even though it was banned in some other places. And then we had a bunch of chit chat about like ice climbers and what we do with that character.
Yeah, it never got banned, but I know people want to play Brawl. I've heard people want to play Brawl again, and then just be like, just ban ice climbers. And
Yeah, but see the problem with that,
Falco becomes so strong.
There's still plenty of strong characters in Brawl that just simply outdo all the rest of the cast. Like Ganondorf in that game can't do anything.
Falcon.
Same thing with Falcon, and it's not because Falcon's bad. It's just because there's no hit stun, or well, there is, but just not enough to like actually reward someone for playing an offensive game. Whereas this game, it's different. This game, there's a little bit of both. You can't get as much as Melee, but you get more than Brawl. I'm interested to see how the meta develops. I'm also very interested in Bayonetta and Corrin.
Oh, I'm super interested in Corrin.
Not too many people are.
I'm hyped about Corrin. The other Cloud, I don't care about Cloud.
Cloud's good.
He is good. Bayonetta, I'm like, well, everybody and their mom's gonna play Bayonetta, so I'm like, that's not the type
See,
of
that's
player
the
I am.
problem, though. I mean, I said I might pick up Bayonetta, but she's a Sega character, so like already I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm a Sega fan. I'm gonna pick up the character just cause. So
makes sense.
I'll be able to be busted against
I know you're a
Mars.
hardcore fanboy.
So I wouldn't call myself super hardcore. I'd call myself pretty hardcore, but like I haven't gone to like.
Okay, not super, but pretty hardcore.
I haven't been like to a Sonic convention yet. I kind of wish I could go, but they cost a lot of money.
You should put up a GoFundMe on New England Smash 4. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would help you out.
Yeah, no.
All right, Casey. Every time I interview you, it's like a half an hour, so I'm gonna call it quits right here. Thank you.
But you see, you like hearing me talk, though.
I do like hearing you talk, but we have 2 other interviews to get to.
Oh.
And we're gonna do doubles bracket.
Wait, did Mars
no,
leave?
He said he was gonna team with X.
Oh, what? Maybe, I don't know. Unless he's still in Project M or Melee or whatever. But
we'll have to see.
All right then.
All right, get at it.
It's been good talking to everybody who's in the chat. Even though I wasn't saying a word to them, I could still read what they say.
They all stopped talking when you got on.
Yeah, they don't like me. But it's okay.
Everybody likes Mr. Spin Dash.
No, they don't like Mr. Spin Dash. They will someday, but.
How was your school semester? Is it over?
Yeah, I'm on break.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So. Now I get to sit at home and lab. Yippee! Hooray for everyone else.
I'll hit you up.
So, yeah, it'll be interesting.
All right, Casey.